However, if Jesus is really omnipotent, and Jesus is God, and he's part of the triune God, I'm trying to stay away from the deity, but as I said, they're interrelated to one another. So if we were to say for a minute here that Jesus, upon whom be peace, is truly omnipotent. He knows all and he knows the future, etc. Why would Jesus allow these Christian groups to kill one another and for blood to be shed when he knows that this is going to take place 3 or 4 centuries later? Because if you see someone in front of you that's going through that door, and at the end of that door he's going to fall down because there's nothing out there, you're literally an accomplice. You didn't kill him, but you knew he was going to die. So I feel this is the same thing with Jesus if we accept him as being part of the Trinity. Because if Jesus was omnipotent, he must have known somehow that the Christians were going to be killing one another 4 centuries later over his own nature. I would want Jesus, now it describes Jesus as being a bloodthirsty person. God forbid. Now if you say, no, he wasn't God, then we can agree and say, okay, this is in God's infinite wisdom. God wanted this to happen. It happens. It's part of his qada and qadar. It's part of his decree. But when you say that, no, it's Jesus. He's God, and he knows. Why would he not try to settle the matter for us? Who in here heard of the gospel according to the Trinity? No one heard of it. Well, that's because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Now, this is what I would have loved for Jesus to leave for us. Now, we don't even find a pseudonymous writing attributed to any of the apostles that says that God is 3. Furthermore, if the Jews since time immemorial have been worshiping God as one, right? And all of a sudden we are told that, no, the apostles understood Jesus and they understood the message and, they understood God to be 3. How is it plausible that it does not cause any controversy in first century Palestine? It's not possible. There should have been a gospel according to the Trinity, and Jesus sits there and he explains to us, and he explains to his disciples how now we have moved to a new covenant and now we are to believe in a Trinity. We shouldn't allow people to be killing each other because of vague text that we're reading, and we might, manipulate the text here to say, here goes the Trinity. So all of these are things that we have to really consider and think about. Yet if we say, no, Jesus is not God, then we rid you of that. If you say Jesus is not God, he's not part of the Trinity, then we can say, well, you know what? Okay, you're off the hook. But if you're telling me that Jesus is omnipotent, he knows all, yet he knows that people are going to die because he himself did not clarify to the apostles at that time his true nature. So he's in a way guilty. So the implications are very, very strong, brothers and sisters. It's a very deep subject.